Alright guys, hi. As you can tell, I am not in my bedroom. I made it to Milwaukee. I'm so excited. I would give you guys a hotel tour, but there's really not too much. Hello. Yeah, I'm gonna maybe talk here, but I made it to Milwaukee, guys. It's about 4-ish, almost 4. And I had lunch with a really good friend. Her name is Kenzie. She's hilarious. I was gonna film, but really just wanted to enjoy the moment with her since it's been like 4-ish months since I've seen her in person. So I wanted to enjoy that time, catch up, gossip. Yeah, so I'm here in Milwaukee. So this is the bathroom. Pretty standard. I'm not staying in like a fancy hotel or anything, even though I feel like the price I paid for should have been pretty fancy, but it's a pretty standard hotel. Yeah, pretty standard. It's got a little coffee bar, microwave, but yeah, I'm so excited. So the first program is at 7 and it is at the Union Cinema, which is on my college campus. So I'm really excited to kind of visit my college campus. It feels weird being back in Milwaukee, but at the same time it's so familiar. Like, I don't feel weird. I mean, I feel a little weird, but like, it's still Milwaukee. Like, this is still where I live for a good chunk of my life, like 5 years. So yeah, it feels really good to be back, and I'm really excited to go to Muff and see what the students have came up with. I'm gonna try and vlog. I'm going to bring my iPhone. I'm not gonna bring my actual camera just because I don't want to be that person. But yeah, I'm gonna try and get some footage on my phone. But I really just want to enjoy being in Milwaukee, enjoy, I don't know, my time alone, because I live with my parents. If you guys didn't know, I live with my parents. So this is like kind of nice to have my own space and just chill. But yeah, I really wanted to bring you guys with me as much as I could. So yeah, that's kind of all I have to say. Alright guys, I'm in the car and I'm getting ready to go onto campus. Why was that so awkward? I'm getting ready to leave from Up and I'm super excited. I haven't been to a film festival since I graduated, which I know doesn't seem that long, but it's a long time. So I'm really excited, and yeah, so I guess we better get to it. I'm leaving kind of obnoxiously early because it's kind of trafficy, because it's rush hour. I'm leaving at like 6:45 and it starts at 7, so, and it's like a 12-minute drive, but I'm gonna be driving in rush hour, so fingers crossed everything is okay and I make it there and blah blah blah. But anyway, I'll see you guys there. Alright guys, we just parked and now we're heading to the film festival. I'm trying not to shout because I don't want people to look at me. But I'm on campus and I'm running a little late, but that's okay because the problem is I was technically way too early, so I sat in my car and watched TikToks, and now I'm like, it starts in like 20 minutes, but film people never start on time. Bless their souls, I love them, but they will not be starting on time. Okay guys, Muff is done. I'm walking back to my car. I tried to show you some like different parts of the campus, but I'm kind of lame and I was anxious because people were watching me. But I feel like I really haven't been gone from Milwaukee that long, maybe 4 months. Sorry, I'm like out of breath. But they demolished an entire like building, and I'm like, I was going to pick up my friend Kenzie and I was like, I know I'm supposed to turn left here, but there was a huge ass building and now there's not, and now I'm concerned that I'm in the wrong city. And it made me feel better when Kenzie was like, yeah, I know, it messes me up. So anyway, Muff was good. I'll tell you guys more about it when I get back to the car. and, well, probably the hotel. Okay guys, ooh, I am looking pretty rough, but I am back in the hotel room. I'm warming up some food because I ran to the grocery store because I was like, oh, I didn't really plan meals. So I just grabbed some frozen dinners and some soda to drink. But Muff was so good. Oh my gosh. The last film that was shown, oh my gosh, was so emotional. I was like, this is so good. Yeah, I really liked it. So there were fewer films, just because they were longer films. They were like 10-ish minutes each, I would say. Maybe even a little bit longer, like 15. But all of them, I mean, there were some where I'm like, ugh, that doesn't need to be like 10 minutes or however long. But the last one was so emotional. Like, it was so good. So good. The music was pristine. The voiceover was pristine. Oh my gosh, it was so good. But yeah, oh, it was so good. It made me miss film festivals so much, and I'm so happy I came. But yeah, so I'm gonna talk a little bit more about it tomorrow. Letting it all process. Oh my gosh, it was so good. So good. I can't even say that enough how good it was. But yeah, I'm going to eat my food. I'm gonna take a shower. I'm just gonna let it sink in. It was so good. I don't really even know what to say. So I'll have plenty of time tomorrow to sit down and actually talk about the films. Oh my gosh, so good. Oh my gosh. And okay, I need to take a shower, eat my food, and then I'm probably gonna go to bed because I'm actually really tired. All right guys, I'm in the bathroom. I look a little sunburned, probably because I am. I should know after 24 years of living on this earth that I'm gonna get sunburned no matter what happens. So excuse me, no matter how much sunscreen I put on, it's never enough. So my cheeks are like a little red. So annoyed. And the reason they're red is because I went to the beach. I didn't film because I'm dumb and I forgot my camera because I'm not used to vlogging, and it worked out because, you know, I didn't really do anything interesting. I just sat in the sand and read my book, and wow, that's so exciting. So it doesn't really matter. I did walk on the beach a little bit, but so annoyed. I'm looking at myself in the viewfinder. Brooke. Anyway, yeah, so I got up around 9. I took a shower and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna head to the beach right away. It was a little chilly, and I didn't wear my swimsuit because I don't swim. I swim in pools, but I don't swim in the ocean. I don't know, it's a weird fear of mine. The ocean scares me. I just like to sit by it and listen to it and look at it, but I don't want to participate in it. But anyway, I'm in the bathroom because this is the best lighting, and I still have to do my makeup. So I believe the next screening for the film festival is at 6 today. I would have to look, but it's at 6, and then there's a dinner break, and then one at 8. Yes, so I have plenty of time. It's only like 1 o'clock. So yeah, anyway, I promised you guys a little debrief on the film festival. I'm gonna do my makeup, so if I'm not looking directly at the camera, it's because I'm looking at the mirror in front of me. So anyway, it was so good. So let me get my phone because I want to tell you guys the titles and then talk kind of in chronological order, so I'll be right back. I am back. So night 1 was at the Union Cinema, which is our campus cinema. They show films, which is really nice, and it's free for students during the school year and the semester. And they show like little artsy films. They used to do, I'm sure they still do, but they did like experimental Tuesdays. I could never go to experimental Tuesdays. I always had to work, so It's really sad, but anyway, so night one was after work. All of these were pretty experimental. So Muff is a underground film okay. I realized I probably didn't really explain what this film festival actually was. So Muff, which is, let me get the actual name of the film festival. So in shorthand, it's called Muff, and it's Milwaukee Underground Film Festival. It's a student-run organization. I'll just read their bio on Instagram. So a student-run film festival devoted to showcasing independent artist-made cinema. So it's an underground film festival, and yeah, so that's what it is. And like I said, it's a student-run organization. So it's put on by the students of UWM, which is the college I went to. And I mentioned before is I also participated in Muff my senior year of college. So not to brag. Anyway, so night one, the first film that was shown was After Work. I'm not a voiceover person. I'm getting distracted. I'm not even doing my makeup. I'm not a voiceover person. I like for the film and the art to kind of speak for themselves, which, like, I don't know, maybe sounds, I don't know the word I'm looking for, but I'm not a voiceover girl. But this voiceover was really good, and it made sense, and it fit with the overall theme. The blending modes, which is essentially when you layer images on top of other images and then they blend and you can see two images at the same time but they're overlapped, was really, really well. The colors in that film were beautiful. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. The voiceover overlapped on itself, so it was really cool. I really liked it. So that was the opening film. It was really good. Liked the colors. The blending modes were really good. And the voiceover, really good. So the next film was The Miracle on Green George. Am I saying that right? Yes. Gorge. The Miracle on Green George. So this one was really cute. It was about a tree, and it had its own little mailbox, and you could write letters to it, and you could write little letters and you could put it in the little mailbox, and it was kind of essentially people telling their little stories to this tree, and it was really, really cute, and the colors were nice, and I really liked it. I don't really have too much to say about it. It was cute, and I liked the idea, and I liked hearing all these stories from, like, other people. Yeah, so next. The next one, I don't know how to pronounce the film, so I'm just gonna put it on the screen. Boop. There it is. And this was a 16 millimeter. You can tell I used to be a science major too. Millimeter film, and it was super cool. I'm not quite sure what the narrative was, but I just enjoyed the colors and the sound, so I really, really liked that. Ooh, sorry, I got distracted. Yeah, so I really liked the colors, the sound. Not too much to say, just sat there and enjoyed it. Now the next two that I'm going to talk about were my favorite. So good. So I think I mentioned this last night. So this screening was kind of short because a lot of the films were like 10-15 minutes long probably, so not too many films were shown at this program. But the last two, oh my gosh. So Into the Violet Belly was so good. So the editing was immaculate. And the soundscape, so amazing. Like, it was so good. And at the end, I'm not exactly sure what happened. Like, I'm still thinking about it. Like, I'm still trying to figure out what happened. Like, I don't know if she died or if she committed suicide. I don't know. Sorry, I'm still trying to think about it. It was so good. It was so good. And like the voiceover was really well done. This was a foreign film, so it had subtitles. And the voiceover like was really beautiful, and the coloring and the editing and the variety of shots the filmmaker chose to use, and like there were so many elaborate shots, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Like it was by far one of my favorite films I've ever seen at a film festival, and I've seen a lot of films at film festivals, and this is definitely in the top 3. It was so good. Like I'm still thinking about the ending. So the ending shot is like the character, I don't know if it's the filmmaker, I believe it's the character that we're following through this journey, essentially jumps into like water, and it's never like resolved, but like the voiceover is talking about like, were you scared, or what did it feel like, or you know, it was, I don't know, I'm not sure. Sorry, this is going on for so long. But that was immaculate, and the filmmaker like kind of let you sit with a lot of the images for quite some time, like at least 2 to 4 minutes was just silence, and you're just listening to the soundscape and you're just looking at like the overall image. It was gorgeous. It was fantastic. I could never produce something like that. It was immaculate. And that film was Into the Violet Belly. So good. And then the last film was False Wife. This one I thought was, some people actually got up and left just because it was a little triggering. And at the beginning of film festivals, they always do a content warning, which is things that people could be sensitive to, so like sexual imagery, or drug use or drug abuse, or sexual trauma, self-harm, all of that kind of stuff. They do like a content warning. So you're obviously more than welcome to get up and leave if it's not your thing, or anyway. So this one, some people did get up and leave, which I do understand. It was weirdly intense. Not weird as like bad, but like, yeah, it's hard to explain. But this one was the trigger for sexual trauma, I believe, and I think a little bit of drug use as well, at least from my interpretation. But it was very and it was very strobey as well, so it was kind of hard to watch, but it was so good. It was really good, and the imagery was super engaging. And imagine if you went to like a rave. That's like the colors flashing, the really intense like bum 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 kind of like thing. That's kind of like the vibe it was. And yeah, but it was handling like a really delicate like topic as well, so it was almost like the intense strobing and the intense like pounding was like almost covering up the sexual storyline in a way, but like not at the same time. Like you could choose to focus on either or. So that one was so good. It was so good. It was a little triggering. I did debate getting up and leaving, but I didn't, because it was just really, really well done. And I think the content was handled, I think the topic was handled really delicately and in a really creative, unique way. And I use my films as a coping mechanism too, and that's why I'm so drawn to experimental film. Is because I can tell different stories in an abstract way, and maybe it will connect with somebody, or you know, maybe it won't, and maybe they'll take it in a different way, but you know, they're still connecting to my art in like some sort of way. And I just like that for experimental film you can kind of interpret it to kind of your own life and your own experiences and stuff like that. So I think the last film really did that, and applause to all of the filmmakers in Muff. And yeah, I did promise a little debrief of the film festival more in detail today, but yeah, sorry if that was really boring for you guys, but it was so good. It was like, oh, so good. Anyway, that was Muff last night. What time is it? It's 1:02, so I have a few hours to kind of putz around Milwaukee still. I think I'm gonna meet up with a friend around 2, and we're gonna get lunch and then probably just hang out. We might go back to the beach. I don't know, I'm a little traumatized from the beach. But we'll see. It's definitely gotten warmer. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna do my makeup. I was gonna do my makeup as I was talking to you guys, but I got really distracted about talking about the films, so I'm going to do my makeup. I did get a Starbucks on the way back from the beach. It peed on me. What did I get? I got an iced peach green tea lemonade in a venti because I'm fancy like that. I'm not fancy. I'm like the least fancy person you'll ever meet. Oh, in case anybody cares, this is the outfit for the day. I got a baggy t-shirt that I've tied up in the back. I was gonna turn around, but we've already established that doesn't work very well for me. So got this cute Vibes t-shirt that I tied up. Normally it's like really baggy. And then I got this cute little floral skirt with my trusty little Converse that I typically wear, and that's the outfit. Boom. Alright guys, I am back home, as you can tell. It is a few days later. It is Tuesday, my bad. I didn't really pick up the camera the rest of the time I was in Milwaukee. So I figured I'd do like a little recap of day 2 and kind of how my trip ended and kind of wrap the vlog up here. So day 2. So there were 2 screenings on Friday. There was a 6 p.m. and an 8 p.m. So I went to the 8 p.m. I went to both of them. I went to the 6 p.m. and the 8 p.m. Day 2 just didn't hit me as hard as day 1. There is no shade to any of the filmmakers. All the films were really good at the 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. I just don't know. I feel like maybe it was the order the films were shown in, or I really don't know. I didn't really feel the way that I felt after day 1, which is totally okay. So I don't really have too much to say about day 2 in terms of the film festival, which is like really sad because I felt like I had a lot to say on day 1 and I could have kept talking about day 1, but I was like, you need to wrap it up because some of these people are probably not film nerds or really even care. So yeah, I feel a little bad that I don't have too much to say about day 2. After the 8 p.m. showing, or screening, I should say, it's screening. After the 8 p.m. screening, I hit the bars with some friends. Now these friends partied me into the ground. I am not quite the party animal in my old age. I am 24, and I went to a party school. I went to the University of Wisconsin in Milwaukee, which is a party school, and I definitely partied freshman year, a little bit sophomore year, but then I got serious my junior, senior kind of year. So I was running out of stamina, but the point is, I went out to the bars with my group of friends, had a lot of fun catching up with them. It's been a few months since I saw them. We went to this bar called Up Down, which is a really fun arcade bar. If you're ever in Milwaukee, I highly suggest you check that out. We went to Landmark, which is kind of a campus bar. There's darts, there's pool, there's bowling. Yeah, it's pretty fun atmosphere. And then we went to this, what is it called? Now I'm blanking on the name. I think it was Trinity. We went to Trinity, which is kind of like a little club, maybe, I don't know, like a nightclub. I don't know even what you would call it, but yeah, and then we had a lot of fun there. And then I ended up getting back to the hotel probably like 3:30. And then I left Milwaukee, I would say probably around 8:30. I was in the car heading back to Illinois, so it was a pretty exhausting end of the trip, but nonetheless, it was really, really fun to catch up with my friends, party a little, and yeah, and I got to see some films and got to nerd out a little bit, and that was really fun. But anyway, I'm going to end the vlog here. I apologize if this vlog was not as action-packed or it was probably very anticlimactic is what I was gonna say. So I apologize for that. I haven't edited it yet. I haven't even looked at the footage, so I couldn't tell you, but I guarantee you it's probably not very exciting, so I'm gonna apologize for that in advance. Well, probably not in advance because you're at the end, so I don't know. I'm really sorry. Anyway, I need to end the vlog. So thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, like and subscribe, and I hope you guys have a swell day.